Hello everyone, welcome to Chef Salim's recipe channel. In this video, I will prepare a healthy vegetable-based dish using 3 chickens and a baking technique. The dish will be rich in sauce and incredibly delicious. Trust me on this. This recipe will yield a meal for approximately 15 people, making it perfect for family gatherings or special occasions. First, I'll debone the chickens. Deboning may seem tricky, but with a sharp knife and a bit of patience, it becomes much easier. I start by cutting off the wings and removing any parts I won't be using. After slicing the breast meat, I carefully remove the central bone by pulling it out from the edges with my hands. It's important to work slowly to avoid wasting any meat. Next, I trim the excess skin, which can sometimes hold extra fat, and dice the boneless chicken into cubes. For the thighs, I leave the skin on because it adds more flavor during cooking and contains important vitamins like vitamin B and collagen. Chicken skin, when cooked properly, can contribute both flavor and texture, so don't shy away from using it. The leftover chicken bones and trimmings won't go to waste. They'll be used to prepare a rich broth. Bones are a fantastic source of collagen, which not only enhances the flavor of the dish, but also gives the sauce a velvety texture. Into the pressure cooker, I add the bones along with 3 onions, a few bay leaves, some thyme, garlic stems, and about 6 liters of boiling water. Pressure cooking helps extract maximum flavor and nutrients from the bones in a shorter time. I'll let this simmer for over an hour. While the broth is cooking, I pour boiling water over the diced chicken pieces and let them boil for 5 minutes. This method ensures the meat is thoroughly cleaned and removes any remaining blood. Washing chicken with cold water doesn't clean it properly and can even spread bacteria around your kitchen, so always use boiling water for this step. Now, let's move on to the vegetables. A variety of vegetables not only makes the dish healthier, but also adds vibrant colors and textures. I'll use eggplant, onion, green beans, zucchini, carrots, peppers, and potatoes. Did you know that eating a mix of colorful vegetables provides a wider range of nutrients? For example, carrots are rich in beta-carotene, and zucchini contains antioxidants that support digestion. I start by slicing the zucchini in half and scooping out the seeds using a teaspoon. Removing the seeds is crucial because they can make the dish watery and affect the flavor. After scooping, I cut the zucchini into thick slices. Similarly, I cut the peeled carrots into large chunks. Keeping the vegetables in bigger pieces not only helps retain their natural flavors, but also prevents them from becoming mushy during cooking. Eggplants are cut into larger chunks as well. Here's a tip. If your eggplants taste bitter when raw, sprinkle them with salt and let them sit for 10 to 15 minutes before rinsing. This will draw out any bitterness. Green beans are left whole for a rustic look, while small onions are used without cutting them, which prevents them from falling apart during cooking. Potatoes are cut into 4 to 6 pieces depending on their size to match the other vegetables. For the peppers, I tear them into a few pieces. At this stage, all vegetables are lightly fried in hot oil to lock in their flavors before baking. This step isn't just about flavor, it also helps the vegetables maintain their texture in the oven. Once fried, I layer half of the vegetables in a baking tray. Add the chicken pieces on top and then cover them with the remaining vegetables. This creates a balanced layering of flavors. For the sauce, I strain the broth from the pressure cooker to ensure it's smooth and rich. Did you know that collagen from chicken bones not only adds flavor, also helps improve joint health and skin elasticity? In a separate bowl, I mix tomato paste, pepper paste, garlic powder, ginger, thyme, black pepper, red pepper flakes, salt, sugar, and vegetable seasoning. Adding soy sauce can enhance the umami flavor of the dish. After mixing, I pour the sauce over the layered chicken and vegetables, being careful not to overfill the tray. I cover the dish and bake it at 180 degrees, 350 degrees, 6 Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. Baking allows the flavors of the chicken and vegetables to meld beautifully while keeping the dish healthy by reducing the need for excessive oil. While the main dish is baking, let's prepare dessert. Supangle, a traditional Turkish chocolate pudding. Supangle is often served with bits of cake, cookies, or biscuits for added texture. If you prefer a homemade version, check out my previous video for a step-by-step recipe. For this version, I'm using a ready-made Supangle mix, but I'll add my touch by baking small cookies to include in the pudding. After the supangle is cooked, I pour it into serving bowls. Add the cookies and let them cool. Now for the side dish, I'll prepare rice pilaf with orzo. Pilaf is a staple in Turkish cuisine, and using chicken broth instead of water elevates its flavor. The orzo is sautéed until golden, then I add the rice, salt, and chicken broth. For perfect pilaf, always use a 1 to 1.5 ratio of rice to liquid. I let it simmer on low heat for about 8 minutes, and it's ready to serve. Lastly, I pair the meal with a simple tomato soup and a refreshing katchuk, a yogurt and cucumber dip. These side dishes perfectly complement the main dish, creating a balanced and nutritious menu. Once the chicken and vegetable bake is out of the oven, I let it rest for 15 minutes. Resting is key for certain dishes as it allows the flavors to settle and the texture to improve. This dish in particular becomes even more flavorful after resting. And there you have it, a complete menu of chicken with vegetables, rice pilaf, tomato soup, kachik, and supangle. This meal is not only delicious, but also nutritious and perfect for any occasion. Thank you for watching. If you try these recipes, feel free to share your experience in the comments. See you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.